So let's talk about student loans. They're prevalent in America. They have been for some time, and not just in America, but in many countries of the world. And now we have a number of millennial age, up to 40-year-olds, that are just really saddled with arduous loans. And some of them feel that they were tricked. Feel they were victimized, led astray with some smooth talking by the government. Because, you see, most of these loans are from the federal government. There are some that are private, but a lot of them are from the federal government, which also means the federal government can set the interest rate. And so what advice do I have? Well, I'm Mr. Reality, right? I like to live in reality. So as much as this will hurt, as painful as it is, if you have student loans, I encourage you to sit down, write it down, and tabulate exactly where you stand. How much do you owe on this loan, that loan, this loan, that loan? Because often these students don't just have one loan, they have several loans. All right, itemize the list. Put down how much you owe, what the monthly payments are, what the interest rate is, and get a big dose of reality. And may I say to all you dear, precious students that got yourself in trouble, I understand. All of us have got ourselves in trouble. What we've got to do now, though, is dig our way out of trouble. You've got to learn how to earn money, how to manage your money, and dig your way out of debt. You need to stay in good communication with all of your lenders. Some students just avoid the phone calls, avoid the mail. That's not very mature. That's not the best way. Be upfront. Be honest in all of your dealings. I know it's overwhelming. Oh my, I'm so sorry you're overwhelmed. Those of you who have found yourself in $100,000 and even more in debt, well, I'm sorry. What can I say? However, I want you to sit down and get an assessment of where do you stand. It's going to hurt. These things always hurt, but it's the right thing to do. You'll never get out of debt till you get a big dose of reality and see exactly where do you stand. Then make a realistic plan. Now, if you have several different loans, consider this. Consider this. A lot of times, though it may not be your highest interest, but maybe what you should consider doing is just paying off the smallest loan. Be aggressive. Do everything you can do to pay off one of the loans. There have been a lot of studies that have done that even though, it seems logical to just attack the biggest interest rate one first, often psychologically and emotionally, if you can just get something paid off, it stimulates you to continue paying some things off. So consider finding out which one is your smallest loan and pay it off, and pay it off as fast as you can. What would it feel like? Think about this. What would it feel like if in 18 months you could have all of your student loans paid off? That is possible. For many of you that are watching this, that is possible. Now, for those 18 months, you're not going to get to go to the Mexican restaurant. You're not going to get to order online on a daily basis. You have to work on your debt. It's an honest debt. By the way, one reason you want to communicate with them is see if they'll make you an offer. Hey, if I could pay this much on my loan, would you forgive the rest? Negotiate with them. Absolutely. Call them. Let them know how earnest you are right now. If you've been unfaithful to your loans, acknowledge that. Tell them you're sorry, and tell them that you're going to work on getting it paid. You want to be out of debt. You're tired of the daily stress. Every day carrying this gigantic loan on your shoulders. It just wears you out. You go to sleep and you're like, oh, praise God, I'm finally at rest. Then you wake up the next morning and you say, good morning, Lord. And then immediately you think about your student loans. I've got to face my student loans again. And that load gets back on you every single day, and you want to just be depressed, and you want to stick your head in the sand, and you just wish it were all over. Yeah, that's normal. I really wish you weren't deep in debt. But the bottom line is you are. And so, let's rejoice that we're alive. Let's make a realistic plan. Let's make an honest assessment. And let's get with it. Get something paid off quickly. And stop all the unnecessary spending. For 18 months, stop it all. So at Christmas time, I won't be able to give big gifts to all my friends and all my family. Okay, get out of debt. That'd be a wonderful thing. Be wonderful for you to keep your sanity, because this will drive you insane, this burden. It just weighs on you at all times. You get a little relief here, you get to laugh there, and then it's right back on you. My student loan is killing me. Yeah, that's the way you feel. It is possible to get completely out of debt. Maybe you're going to get some side hustles. You're like, man, I work these side hustles and I put it all on these student loans. It's terrible. Yeah, it is. But after you get out of debt, keep a few of those side hustles. You've learned how to make money. And then you can save for your future, buying you a house and buying a car and a big old retirement account. All those things can happen, but you got to get started paying these student loans off. And so get with it. You can do it with the help of God now. You can't take another breath without God. If you're not saved, that's the first order of business. Get saved. Then according to the Bible, it says, owe no man anything. Look, debt's not forbidden in the scriptures. It was not a sin to take out a student loan, but it is a sin not to pay your debt. And so contact your lender, see if they'll offer you a deal. Try to negotiate down the interest rates if possible. Negotiate. But bottom line, work at it. Work at it every single day. Monday morning, get up. Say, good morning, Lord. Get ready for work that day. And as you get ready to work, say, I'm going to do something toward my student loan. Even if it's just something little. But I'm going to do something today on my student loan. You go to bed Monday night, say, praise God, I got out of debt a little bit today. And reconfigure all of your database. And I was $100,000 in debt to student loan. Now I'm only $99,990. I got $10 out of debt. Praise God, that's progress. And then work at it again tomorrow on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, get up, say, good morning, Lord, and work at it again. Stay at it day after day after day after day. Work at it. Keep a journal about it. Keep records about it. Stay in contact with your lenders. Just look, it can be done. It ought to be done. It must be done. You don't want to die, carry this the entire lifetime. You don't want to die having still never paid off your student loan. Well, I'm 92 years old, and I'm within $900 of paying off my student loans. Yeah. Come on. Get out of debt. Do these things, and God will help you. If you're one of God's children, and if you'll pray, and if you'll work, you can get out of debt. Get these student loans paid off. May God bless.